water-powered car is a self-assembled dune buggy, having a standard 1500 series air-cooled aluminum Volkswagen engine. Registration for licensing being approved by the State Highway Patrol Department. It has a tubular constructed frame affixed to a Volkswagen suspension system. The fiberglass shell gives the water-powered car a sporty look, while the openness allows visual inspection of its component parts. Its sleek-looking design is recognizable regardless of its whereabouts. The water fuel cell, as shown, is retrofitted to the dune buggy without engine change. Due to its design features, the fuel cell can use any type of natural water. For comfort, the dune buggy is equipped with a CB and AM/FM stereo multiplex sound system. Seat belts have been installed for safety purposes. Electronic equipment have been installed for road testing. The water fuel cell, as shown, is only one of several types of fuel cells being developed for the marketplace. To power the dune buggy, the fuel cell performs many tasks simultaneously, produces hydrogen gas economically, adjusts the hydrogen gas burn rate to co-equal that of gasoline, produces hydrogen gas on demand, transport hydrogen gas without spark ignition. In terms of insulation, the fuel cell will replace your gas tank. Spark arrestor gas line will go from the fuel cell to hydrogen injector systems affixed to your engine. Hook up electrical wire to your car electrical system. Once completed, fill up the water fuel cell with water, start, and run your car on natural water. To accomplish this task, the water fuel cell simply exposes the water molecule to opposite electrical voltage zones while restricting amps. Once the atoms become polarized, the bond is weakened, allowing the molecule to split due to opposite polarity attraction, as shown. To increase gas production, simply increase voltage on demand. Under actual lab test certification, the electrical polarization process occurs in all natural water, including the purest form of distilled water. Since the fuel cell restricts the amps, allowing voltage to take over, contaminants in natural water remains as contaminants and therefore have very little or no effect on the fuel cell during gas production. Ambient air or non-combustible gases are also liberated from natural water during the electrical polarization process. The quencher circuit acts as an anti-spark back device while the water becomes the gas mixing regulator, adjusting the hydrogen gas burn rate to co-equal that of natural gas, sustaining a flame well over 2,500 degrees. As shown, the tubular array exciters or voltage zones are immersed in natural water, forming the water fuel cell. Once energized, the gases are quickly generated on demand, releasing energy in the form of hydrogen gas that is 2.5 times more powerful than gasoline. The liberated gases are now being uniformly mixed to adjust the hydrogen gas burn rate to co-equal that of natural gas. The water acts as a gas mixing regulator since the gases are liberated by unit volume. As demonstrated, the applied voltage dictates the demand of the generator. Constant voltage allows the hydrogen gas to be generated at a constant rate, as shown. Increasing voltage simply increases gas production. Once the fuel cell meets the energy demand, switch off the voltage zones, terminating the gas process without delay. You are now witnessing, in the truest scientific terminology, the ability of burning ordinary water under control means. The temperature produced exceeds 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The quenching circuit prevents anti-spark back while hydrogen gas is rendered safer than natural gas. Increased voltage on demand increases flame size, increases BTU capacity. The heat energy shown is 2.5 times greater than that of gasoline and burns 3 times faster. Because of this, the gas energy can now be used to run your car on water. To retrofit the water fuel cell to a standard car engine without change, hydrogen injectors, as shown, are affixed to the air intake manifold. Exhaust gases are simply recycled through the injector ports, adjusting the hydrogen gas burn rate to co-equal gasoline on demand. More clearly shown, schematically, the car engine performs three basic functions simultaneously. It becomes a mechanical drive device. It acts as an air pump. It manufactures non-combustible gases or exhaust gases on demand. By simply intermixing exhaust gases with the water fuel cell gases, the hydrogen gas now acts as gasoline during engine combustion. By increasing voltage, the process is speeded up, illustrating acceleration control. By changing the gas mixing ratio, hydrogen gas can now be substituted for any types of burnable fuels such as methane, alcohol, gasoline, natural gas, propane, or even diesel fuel as shown. The acceleration control box as shown allows the hydrogen gas to be controlled in different ways on demand, utilizing variable pulsing, programmable switching of exciters, variable amplitude, even laser injection. Transport the fuel gas without spark ignition. The quenching circuit is transformed into a quenching tube as illustrated. The micro-sized hollow tubes passageways transmit the fuel gas but restricts fuel oxidation during ignition. To aid retrofit, the quenching tube is composed of flexible plastic material. To energize the fuel cell during car operations, the variable pulse voltage frequency generator as shown is utilized. Variable speed DC AC motors that power the generator extends controllability. To increase voltage potential still further, simply enlarge the pulley wheel affixed to motor drive. Inherently, as shown schematically, the voltage frequency generator restricts amps while allowing a pulse voltage potential to be developed across the pickup windings. To aid amp restriction still further, while extending gas control, dual variable pulsing circuits is placed in line with the exciters. By varying input voltage, output voltage is increased. Gas yield becomes greater. Acceleration control is now complete. To activate the acceleration control circuit, as described, a DC to AC power pack is retrofitted to the dune buggy as shown. Eventually, the power pack, motor drive system, and pulse voltage frequency generator will be replaced by a revolutionary new type of power system called the electrical particle generator. Together, the EPG system and the fuel cell will be as one. The spherical resonant cavity as shown can be set up in a cluster array, or the resonant cavity can take on the shape of the fuel cell itself. In either case, the fuel cell will be reduced in size weight while gas yield increases. Longitudinal resonant cavities can also be used in the same way. Ideally, the resonant cavities can take on any geometrical design shape to meet a particular need. To boost gas yield still further, laser energy is injected into the electrical polarization process as schematically illustrated. This advanced process superimposes a wave energy upon the polarized molecule at the speed of light. To further understand controllability, the applied voltage to the field winding of the pulse voltage frequency generator is varied as shown. Quite simply, the field voltage can vary from 0 to 12 volts. In actual use, the field voltage control is synchronized with the throttle plate of the injector system. Basically then, the water fuel cell is composed of many systems that are combined into a single functional unit. Like all research and development projects, the prototype unit is always redesigned into a viable production unit once operability is obtained. As an example, the entire electrical control system will be replaced by the EPG electrical generators. Likewise, the fuel cell will become smaller, utilizing more efficient exciters, as previously described. To accomplish this task, the EPG electrical generator, as schematically shown, was developed to overcome the opposing magnetic field problem associated with conventional rotary generators. Simply described, the EPG system moves a permanently magnetized fluid medium through a closed-loop system. allowing the magnetic field to pass through a coil of wire, satisfying the law of physics, producing electrical energy. One of several ways to move the permanently magnetized material is by using a turbine wheel affixed to a miniature-sized motor drive system. These drive systems are design variable, utilizing variable speed AC/DC electrical motors powered by conventional and/or solar electrical energy. Hydraulics may be used, steam power, wind power, even manpower if necessary. To provide variable frequency cycle, orientation coils are utilized and pulsed on the control means. To climatize the EPG system, simply coat the power unit with a waterproof material. The geometrical design shape determines power yields. Simply increase unit size for more power output. To do away with the turbine wheel, the EPG system can utilize an electromagnetic pump assembly as schematically illustrated. By electrically pulsing the pump assembly sequentially, the magnetized fluid or magnetized gas is moved through the tubular system. Increasing pulse rate increases fluid velocity, increases electrical power output. Beyond this, the EPG characteristics remain the same. In terms of reliability, the EPG system is fully augmented as an electronic device without any mechanical moving parts. As such, the electronic EPG system has no bearings, no contact brushes, only the magnetized fluid medium is moving, but never wears out. There is no limit to its application when climatized. In microchip electronics, light energy is superimposed onto the magnetized gas, causing gas velocity to co-equal light velocity when the tubular core is converted into a light guide. The magnetic spin generator, as shown schematically, pulses dual orientation coils to cause the permanently magnetized particles to rotate on their axis, allowing the magnetic field to transverse the pickup coil, producing electrical power. By simply increasing pulse rate, pulse output is increased. In opposite contrast, the particles do not circulate through the tube. To overcome the pulse limitation of a single coil, the multi-coil arrangement, as shown, are pulsed sequentially, increasing frequency response on the output terminals. Likewise, the magnetic spin generator is climatized by simply coating the unit with waterproof material. As previously described, the EPG system can become multi-tier as shown. This configuration will not only allow variable electrical power output, but will also allow for multi-balance phasing regardless of frequency demand. In all cases, the EPG system can provide both DC and AC power output at any voltage levels. In all cases, the power input into the EPG electrical system moves the magnetized material but does not create the magnetic field for electrical power generation. Because of these design features, the EPG electrical generators will be retrofitted to the water fuel cell affixed to the car. As in all cases, the water fuel cell technology being applied to the dune buggy will also be utilized in all areas where energy is needed. Since the water fuel cell technology is a universal technology, its potential use is unlimited throughout the world. As always the case in research and development, demonstrate the technology first, then refine and debug the system for performance reliability. The water fuel cell technology is no exception to the rule. Historically and figuratively, the first series of road tests were conducted in such a way as to accomplish, but much work still needs to be done, translating the water fuel cell technology into a system that lends itself to mass production. Replacing constant flow hydrogen injectors with electronic activated injector systems. Design, build, and test electronic boards for acceleration controls. Perform test evaluation of systems reliabilities. Success is measured by determination to make it work.
I'm Daniel, and this is my family team from Secure Supplies. We have preserved and rebuilt green technologies actively around the world now for over 18 years. The water fueling and gas phase change technologies are changing the way your world's power and gas industries work. Helping you access these technologies is our life mission. Click the subscribe button now to join our technology releases and updates every Monday. And consider buying a ticket to the show by pressing the link in the description. If you would like to see the secrets ahead of time, head over to our Patreon tech training releases every Friday. Merch updates are ready. If you want to look good in the H2 hot rodding scene, and if you would like to pick up some hydrogen hot rodding merch, now is your chance. Please head over to our hydrogen hot rod shop. The link is in the description. Thanks. Alternatively, you can send me an email or join me on WhatsApp chat. The details are in the description. Let me know which things you like and what sizes you want. Network of home builders is growing very fast. Whether it's a roadster, supercar, or a yacht build, or maybe even an industrial power gas energy project. I'm here to assist and guide you. Please head over to the Consult with Dan link in the description, book a discussion for 10 to 30 minutes, and I will save you decades of study. Merch updates are ready. If you want to look good in the H2 hot rodding scene, and if you would like to pick up some hydrogen hot rodding merch, now is your chance. Please head over to our hydrogen hot rod shop. The link is in the description. Thanks. Alternatively, you can send me an email or join me on WhatsApp chat. The details are in the description. Let me know which things you like.